It's 4th of October 2013. This is a brief market update from HGCA. My name is Jack Watts. I'm a Senior Market Analyst. What's been noticeable through this season so far has been the sharp decline in prices, with UK feed wheat futures for November 13 getting close to the £150 a tonne mark, but bouncing off that level a couple of times so far, with prices really resisting the urge to fall through that price level. What we're seeing is now production of wheat, and the rebound levels of that production across the Northern Hemisphere has largely been priced in to the marketplace. We are seeing some demand issues on the wheat side coming forward. The market is in a bit of a lull at the moment. The Northern Hemisphere wheat harvest is largely complete, but the maize harvest is only really getting underway, and it's maize which has been the big price driver over the last 2 to 3 years. This year, though, there are a number of wheat issues emerging, and wheat should start to trade, and is starting to trade off its own fundamentals and less of a follower of maize as we have been used to. Coming up is some key information that the market is hoping for. The October USDA report gives really useful insight into actual maize yields into the US, and has historically been quite a market mover, so the market is waiting for that. However, there's a huge amount of uncertainty as to whether that report will arrive on the scheduled date of 11th of October because of the current federal issues going on and the funding issues and the close down of some key US government services. Other issues this season really to watch out for, well, the key driver is this rebound in production, which has caused the downtrend in prices. That is actually met by an increase in demand and some increase in stock levels, although stock levels, particularly of feed grains, maize particularly, are going to remain historically quite low, and so the threat of volatility remains going forward. As I mentioned before, we've got some wheat market issues re-emerging. We're seeing strong demand from China, particularly buying US wheat, and Brazil also switching to buy US wheat as well. And that is serving to erode US wheat stocks, which have essentially been seen as the world's buffer of exportable stocks. This puts emphasis on Southern Hemisphere producers and exporters to perform this season, with their crops expected to be on the market in late 2013, early 2014. So any weather issues affecting those crops in Argentina and Australia will likely have consequences for the marketplace. All these issues and more are going to be covered at this year's Grain Market Outlook Conference on 15th of October. There's a useful insight into the Aussies market, as well as an inside view from China, giving an update on how this big powerhouse of demand for commodities is evolving, how it's developing, and what the outlook is on the future. So looking forward to seeing you all there.